Hi there everybody, we're here on the banks of the River Wharfe and it's not great weather, it's raining and it's going to be raining all day, but the river does look quite nice. So we're going to have a walk down and we're going to see if we can catch a barbel. I don't care how big it is, as long as it's a barbel. We're going to walk along and see if we can see any nice swims, because I know there's a few nice swims around this section. So we'll have a walk round, see if there's any sheep in the fields or cows or anything, and fingers crossed we'll get a fish or two. But don't like this rain, but you can't have everything. I'd rather have it overcast rather than boiling hot. So let's go down, see if we can find a swim and see what we can produce today. Right, just going to walk down now and see if we can find a nice swim. And there's plenty along this river here. So trouble is, with all your gear, it's a bit of a walk and you do get tired. I know I do in my old age, but I have got quite a few bits and pieces with me. Not as much as what I would do on the Trent, because you only need one rod here. So, but colour's looking nice, so fingers crossed we'll get one or two barbel. So just coming up to the next bridge now, so I'll see you when I find a swim. Well, I'm absolutely mafting now. I don't know why I put a jacket on really. It said it was going to rain, but you end up getting hot and sweaty anyway. But the river's looking nice. It's a bit low, but there are some deeper areas. And yeah, I'm looking forward to finding a swim. I've seen a couple of swims. Haven't seen any fish top yet or anything. So, but it's looking nice. You have a look. There we go, looking nice. Yeah, you've got a couple of deep spots just round there, and there's a deeper spot there. You can see where it shallows up a bit, where you've got all those ripples there, but it looks quite nice, you know. And then there's a couple of swims just down there. It's a bit deeper down here as well. So let's make our way up the stairs and go see if we can find a swim. Well, down there is the River Wharfe. I've made it up the stairs and now I've got to navigate down there. It's really narrow, as you can see, and I have to shimmer sideways to get down there because it's really tight, especially with all your gear. So if you ever come, it's really tight. So I bring the minimum amount of tackle, which I have today. When I've got my rods, you know, I've got one rod and a landing net and a bank stick and a chair and me hooking mat. But yeah, it's quite tight. Right, well, I've arrived in my chosen swim. It took me about 45 minutes to get here, as you can see. Absolutely boiling, and it's raining, but it's a nice swim I've chosen. It's nice and deep, so fingers crossed I might have one or two fish out of this one. If not, we'll move upstream and try a couple of pegs up there, and then move again and move again. So like give it about an hour and a half or so, and if we don't catch anything, then just keep moving up. But you know, this peg's quite nice. Can you hear Mr. Kingfisher there? So that's nice. He's over there, he's enjoying himself. Yeah, so we've got a nice glide just here and some nice deep water just there that we can put a bait in and hopefully see if we can get a barbel. You can see it's quite fast, so fingers crossed we'll have a fish. Right, so what we've done is I've just plonked it in that deeper water there with a single boilie on. I'm just going to put a few loose offerings, that's all. There's about 10 baits just gone down there, and I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to see if we can get anything taken just in that middle bit there. If not, we can try a bit just underneath that tree, just in there, just an overhang swing just in that piece of fast water there. But we'll try there first and see if we can get a bite. We've got a little fish on here. You know what it is? Oh, it's a little trout, look at that. Oh, careful. Get him in the net over here. There we go. How about that then? A little trout. Lovely. So how about that then for the first fish? A beautiful trout. There we are, look at that, a beautiful trout. I think it's a brown trout, and it'll be the first one I've ever caught. Beautiful, it's around about 1.5 pounds, and didn't think this would take a boilie, but he took a liking to the halibut boilie. But beautiful, I'm chuffed with that. There he is, my first ever. I'm sure it's a brown trout. It's got lovely patterns on him. There you go, Mr. Brown Trout. Let's put you in some oxygenated water. Well, first one I've had one of these. I've had sea trout, but never a brown trout. There he goes. Right, let's go a bit up again. There we go. Some little baby ducks have come to see me and the mother. Hey? You're all so cute, aren't you? Yes, you are. Sorry, but I've got no bait for you. No bait for you, unless you like a boilie, but I prefer to keep them for the fish. Hey, so cute. Come on, Barbel. Oh, just got a nice fish on here. I think it's a Barbel. It's a very powerful fish. Yeah, it's a Barbel. It's a Barbel. Just hanging there in the currents. Took double boilie again. Go on, Mr. Barbel. A lovely Wharfe Barbel. Come on. In you come. There we go. There we go. Right, we'll let her rest there for a while in the currents. Yeah, so that's what I prefer to do. We'll rest her there for a while we go get the camera equipment all set up. So, another River Wharfe Barbel. My biggest one so far, £5 14 ounces, and what a scrap. There we go, another Yorkshire barbel, superb condition, and what a scrap, absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at that dorsal fin, no wonder they're so powerful, and of course they've got the tail at the end there, absolutely fantastic. Well chuffed with that, well happy. Right, let's put it to recover, and we'll see if there's another bigger fish there, but I'm chuffed for that, fantastic fish. Yeah, so that was a nice start. I've been in an hour and a half, and I've caught my first ever brown trout, and a nice barbel, £5 14 ounces, and it's the biggest one that I've had from the River Wharfe. I have had bigger on, but I've lost them, but that was years ago when I didn't really do any barbel fishing, so I was only using very light rigs. I'm fully rigged up now, I know exactly what to do. So fingers crossed, if one of the bigger ones take, we're going to land it. But that fish, that small fish, was really powerful, and you have to keep them away from the snags. And I just love the fight. It's just really good. But the wind's getting up now, and I'm hoping it doesn't rain, because if it does, I'm going to get absolutely peeing wet through. But we've cast in again, we've rebaited. I'll give this swim another couple of hours, and then if nothing, we'll move downstream and try some swims downstream. Hi everybody, I'd like to talk to you about barbel recovery, because once you've caught a barbel, they put a lot of effort into the fight, and they do need time to recover. And what I like to do, as soon as I've caught them, rest them in the net 5-10 minutes, just while you get your unhooking equipment ready and your photography equipment and whatever else. Bring them out, do what you need to do as fast as possible. Then I like to put them back in the net, give them a further 10, 15, 20 minutes if needed to recover. Make sure they're not bellied up, make sure their fins are working okay and the oxygen's getting through the gills and everything. And once you've got that, then take them out the net, hold them in the flow for a further 5-10 minutes or so, and when they're ready to go, they'll go. If they're not swimming out your hand, they're not ready to go. So I mean, most of mine, after I've rested them, I just lightly hold the tail, and then when they're ready to go, boom, they've gone. So because I've seen so many fish, especially on the Trent, people have put them straight back and they've gone bellied up, they've gone floating downstream, and you can't get them back, and that's no good for you, and it's no good for the fish, because it's a lost fish. It can't recover, and it might be 5 miles downstream if it does recover. So it's important that you let your barbel recover, especially for the new people that are coming into barbel fishing. So remember, the barbel needs plenty of time for recovery, especially in the summer months when there's low oxygen levels in the water. Right, we'll have a gentle swing just in that deeper water. That's lovely. Bait runner on. Lovely. Well, my little ducklings have come to see me again. Sorry, I haven't got out for you. No, I haven't. I ain't got any breader out. All I've got is boilies, and I'm pretty sure you won't like them. Eh? Well, I've been here an hour and a half now, and nothing else. So I'll give it another half an hour, and then I'll move upstream and try one of the pegs there. At least the wind's dropped a bit now, which is good. Morning. Something you don't see every day, especially on the river Wharfe. Well, I've never had that when I've been fishing. A couple of paddle boarders coming through, especially on a small river like this, but they didn't affect me though, because they kept well away from my lines, and they kept onto the far bank, so that was fine. You know, there was no problem there. So, but yeah, it's nearly 2 hours I've been in this particular swim now, and nothing else has happened. I can't believe there's only one barbel here though. I'd have thought there'd have been a few more, but another maybe 15 minutes, something like that, and then we're going to move up there and see if we can catch a bigger fish. But at the minute, this swim, it looks like one and that's my lot. Well, and that brown trout, which was good because it was my first brown trout, but just the one barbel. So we'll give it 15 more minutes and move up. Right, so I've just moved downstream, not too far. There's a nice piece of slack water just on the opposite bank there, so I'm hoping that something might be lying there, but I'm going to give it half an hour, and then if I don't get anything, the weather's getting really manky now, and I think it's time to go home. So, but I'm hoping there's a fish hiding just over there, but we'll see. Right then, sadly there was nothing in that swim, but yeah, I'm still trying to watch my rod tip, but I don't think there is. I've been here half an hour now, so I think I'm going to call it a day. Wind's getting up, it's getting manky, so if you've liked this video, like and subscribe, and we'll be doing one on the Trent pretty soon.